Hi, I'm Jim Hawley, and I'm with USSX.com, and I'm with Larry Brooks, the team manager for the San Manuel Unbound Yamaha. Larry, it's been a little while since you've been back here, and it's been a while since Chad Reed's been here. Last time he was here, over 2 years ago.
Yeah, Chad raced the event 2 years ago. I haven't really worked the event in quite a few years since Jeremy was racing it, but yeah, we're pretty happy to be back at the US Open. It's always an exciting event.
And a little bit of change for you also coming back when you work with Jeremy, as well as when Chad won it. They were on 2 strokes, now they're on 4 strokes.
Yeah, well, the 4-stroke is taking over Supercross, motocross, everything there is. And, you know, it's just a whole different world with the new 4-stroke motor, but, you know, it's really good bike.
As a team manager, when you go out there and you walk the track with Chad Reed, what are you guys talking about? How are you just dissecting the track?
Well, Chad rode the track yesterday, so I was mainly just asking him what he was doing on the track. I wasn't here for press day, so I was asking him things like what he was looking at, what he thought he could do different, just a few things like that. And the track's pretty simple because it's a short track, you know, the obstacles aren't too demanding, but they're a little bit tricky with the rhythms and things like that. So it's mainly what he thinks he can jump or what he's thinking he might be able to jump, you know, and then just kind of talk about those different things.
Something else that's going to be different this year at the US Open, you're going to be in the main event, not only with 450s, but the light spikes. Is that going to present a problem if you get a bad start trying to get around those guys?
Yeah, you know, lately the 250F bikes have been fast in Supercross and outdoors, turning pretty close to the same lap times as the big bikes. So, you know, we're not really knowing what to expect. This is going to be a whole new adventure for us. And, you know, with the little bikes out there against the big bikes, and, you know, some of those riders are really fast, it could cause a problem, let's say, in, you know, the speeds and passing and maybe even lapping. We don't know, but, you know, this will be new for everybody, and I guess we'll learn from this weekend.
Well, not quite new for us. We're old hat at this. We've raced up in Canada in arena crosses. Does that lend experience that you've been there and you've actually raced some tight courses like this, as far as like, hey, how are we going to set up this bike for this weekend?
Yeah, well, I mean, as far as the bike setup, I mean, it's fairly similar to the way we ride it in Supercross, you know, and I mean, from the days that we used to race and the bike setups that we had, the motorcycles are completely different now. So it's a lot of new technology, but the courses, I mean, they're very similar to the way we used to race them back in arena cross and small courses like that and stadiums. But, you know, the way the track is laid out and things like that, it's pretty exciting. It's going to make for some smash-up derby out there, I think, and, you know, the way that the track kind of turns back on itself in some spots, and the way the riders are going to go about it, and we'll see. I mean, I think it's going to be pretty exciting for everybody out there tonight. Are you testing during the weekend, or are you pretty much, you got your settings and you're just going to go and try and win the event, or are you testing for Anaheim? We've done quite a bit of testing up to this event. You know, for October, we're pretty happy where we are, but it got to a point that we needed to go race and kind of see where we were actually on a racetrack against competition and things like that, because we could be the fastest guy out at our own track, but we get here with really, you know, the competition, and we learn a lot more. So, you know, it got to a certain point that we need to go racing, and we're here now. Well, you heard it from Larry Brooks. They're ready to go racing.